Oh, go right. Hey everyone, just reflecting on day 2 in Ushuaia, the city at the end of the world. So when I was thinking about this trip, I guess I was thinking a lot about being on the boat and the ice, which in a couple days we're going to be hopping on and heading south. But this time here in Ushuaia has actually just been really enjoyable and a great way to start the trip, and I'm already learning a ton. Today, in the beginning of the day, we hiked up the Marshall Glacier, and I learned a few things about it. Well, first of all, it was gorgeous, and by the time we got up to the top, it was definitely like snowy and windy and kind of cold. But on the way back down, I was learning a little bit more about the glacier, and every year when the water melts, that is actually, it trickles down down the mountainside, and it becomes the primary source of fresh water for the city here. I also learned that the glacier is melting, and that the temperatures down here really started to warm a lot more than usual, starting in the 80s, and the glaciers have been receding every year. Every year more ice and snow melts than accumulates, and so the size of the glacier, the snow at the top of the mountain, is shrinking. So this city, by the end of the century, is going to have a different solution for getting fresh water, because their primary source is going to be gone. So just one example of how like Ushuaia and cities around the world are going to have to adapt to a warming climate. Marshall Glacier was awesome. We came back and we heard from David Hone, who's the climate scientist for Shell, just about some reminders on the physical science behind climate change, and also starting to think a little bit about impacts. And I think we talk solutions tomorrow. And so that was really interesting, just learning a lot from hearing from experts on these topics has been a good challenge. And then lastly, just like this whole place is gorgeous. The resort or hotel that we're staying at is beautiful. The food is amazing, and the company is even better. Today at dinner, there were 8 of us sitting around the table, and I think every single person was from a different country, and everyone was just like super fun and easy to talk to. I was a little bit nervous about how it might be to interact with people from all around the world, and it's just been so easy. It's just, I can't even explain like how awesome these people are, and so I've been really enjoying that. Every day one thing that's been a challenge and a little nerve-wracking is if there is COVID, right, still happening. People are still getting it, even down here. So we're testing daily. And if we test positive, like, we can't get on that boat. We can't continue this trip. So we are masking up basically all the time unless we're outside or at meals. The daily COVID test is kind of nerve-wracking for everyone. You wait for your results. We get antigen and PCR tests, both, and just hoping it's going to be negative every time. There have been a couple of people that can't participate because they've tested positive. So, but other than that, though, like, super smooth. So excited to be here, and thanks for following along. Miss you guys, and I'll talk to you soon.